name's John Deweese. I've been tattooing for about 14 years now. I own Ceremony Tattoo. I opened it up about 2 years ago. I've always been interested in tattoos. You know, you probably just seeing, you know, like bands when I was a kid, you know, covered in tattoos, and my dad and uncles had tattoos, you know, since before I was born, so I was always seeing them growing up. And then I was probably, honestly, I was about 6, maybe 7, and I got into my dad's motorcycle magazines, and then it was over with. So when we came back to Indiana, we were in Bloomington for probably about 3 or 4 years, and then I moved back to Indianapolis. And about that time is when I started kind of getting the idea that I was maybe gonna open my own place, you know. I'd been in tattooing a little over 10 years at that point, and I was like, just kind of wanted to see what I could contribute to, you know, Indianapolis's tattoo scene, and just kind of, you know, do things differently than maybe I had done at shops that I had worked at, you know, whether that be positively or negatively. You know, there's plenty of positive things that I've picked up from shops I've worked at, and there's also, you know, a lot of negative things that I'm like, you know, if I ever have my own place, I'm not doing that. So that was about it. And then when we finally moved back up to Indianapolis, I'd say about 2 years later, I was in a position to actually like take it pretty seriously and open my own place.
Oh, I met John, I was about 19 years old. Ended up getting a tattoo from him. I hadn't heard of great things from him. Other people got me. I knew friends that knew him, and that's where they recommended. So I liked his stuff. I went in and got tattooed by him. He ended up getting this building a few years back, and he always said if he had a place, his own place, I had a spot with him. So once he got that, you know, I kind of helped him manpower, get a lot of this stuff built out, and, you know, help where I could, try to get the shop up and running as quick as we could.
I'm Rats Chinaski. I'm just a little less of an asshole than G.G. Allen was. John tattooed a lot of the kids in the music scene around Indiana, and I grew up out in rural Indiana on the Ohio border. So I just saw stuff a whole lot when we were younger. Got tattooed by him a few times. Eventually we just managed to form a decent relationship and started coming here and doing guest spots, and then COVID happened and moved back to Indianapolis and started working here. It's a good shop.
I mean, really, I would like to just, you know, expand possibly, you know, have more artists eventually. But really, I mean, just putting out good work. That's really like my main plan is I want people in here that treat people well and do good work. Those two are the most paramount for me, you know, like I don't really care about having like cool guys working here or anything like that. Like that doesn't, you know, doesn't interest me. We're in Garfield Park, which is kind of an historic neighborhood in Indianapolis. We had to basically approach the Garfield Park Neighborhood Association, and they were super supportive, like very receptive to what we had going on. But they, you know, saw that we were serious about what we were doing. We're not interested in, like I said, causing any problems or anything. So they had our backs pretty much from the get-go. And honestly, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here today. And then once we actually finally got the doors open, finally had the opportunity to actually start tattooing, start working, the reception's been great. You know, a lot of neighborhood people come and get tattooed by us. I mean, I'm actually like genuinely surprised at how well things have taken off in the very short amount of time that we've been here.